Welcome to the National Printing Office, one of the only two printing offices authorized by Batas Pambansa bilang 881 or the Omnibus Election Code to print official ballots for Philippine elections. As a part of the COMELEC's response to the COVID-19 pandemic, today's walkthrough of the NPO will be completely virtual. The basement area of the National Printing Office is entirely dedicated to the production of official ballots. Entry into this area is possible only through a health screening station where every person is subjected to temperature screening, required to submit a health declaration via mobile application, and is required to undergo hand sanitizing. Security checks are conducted jointly by the NPO security team and by the COMELEC Organic Security Force. While visitors are required to deposit their belongings with the COSF upon entry, employees on duty are allowed the use of individual lockers. Please note that mobile phones and cameras are not allowed inside the printing area. The secure printing area is supervised by a joint team composed of COMELEC employees and NPO staff. There are 6 units of Canon printers and sheeting machines that will be used for the production of a total of 67,442,714 official ballots. There will be 1,697,202 ballots for overseas voting and 65,745,512 ballots for local voting. Testing ballots are also being printed to be used for various testing applications as well as the Voter Education Roadshow. The printers don't just print the names of the candidates on sheets of paper. They also introduce security features to the official ballots. Security features such as QR codes, security and timing marks, and of course, invisible ultraviolet authentication marks. These security features ensure that only legitimate ballots are allowed to be used on election day. After the ballots have been printed and cut into sheets, they are stamped with a serial number and transferred to the ballot verification room, where each individual ballot will undergo visual verification and vote counting machine checking. During visual verification, the physical appearance of the ballot is subjected to quality control. Checkers ensure proper margin allowances, the correct placement of timing marks, as well as the general appearance of the ballots. Ballots showing errors such as miscut ballots, ballots with misprinted timing marks, marks and smudges are segregated and quarantined. Ballots that pass the visual verification stage are then fed into a VCM for the VCM checking phase of verification. This process ensures that the ballot QR codes, timing marks, and other security marks are readable or acceptable to the VCMs. Ballots entered into quarantine are properly accounted for and evaluated for possible retrieval. For instance, ballots with slight margin errors can be corrected, whereas ballots with misprinted timing marks generally cannot. Corrective measures are applied to those ballots which can be corrected, after which the recovered ballots go through the VCM checking phase. It bears noting that 100% of all printed ballots undergo the verification process to ensure the quality and usability of the official ballots. After verification, the official ballots are turned over to the Packing and Shipping Committee where the ballots are prepared for shipment. Packing the ballots is an equally critical step because each ballot is precinct-specific. Packing ballots, therefore, is an exercise in precision. Ballots have to be packed, labeled, and shipped to their intended destinations with high accuracy to prevent misdeliveries. In the unlikely event that ballots end up somewhere they're not supposed to, however, the serial numbers on the ballots, logged and tracked by the Packing and Shipping Committee, allow the COMELEC to quickly identify and correct the misdelivery with minimum inconvenience to the voter. The National Printing Office plays a crucial role in the conduct of elections in the Philippines by producing the cornerstone document of any election, the official ballot. In this task, the NPO enjoys the COMELEC's full support as a partner for secure, accurate, and free and fair elections.
Per our updated timeline, we are scheduled to print the last set of ballots on April 12 to 21, and that is for the NCR. But this is a very modest timeline that already includes a buffer for contingencies. And yes, for the apprehension that this pandemic situation will really hamper our timeline, actually we are foreseeing that. There is a contingency plan to come up with a reserve pool of workers. We have also adopted strategies such as batching of workers and coming up with a reserve pool of workers just in case a particular cluster is infected. We are prepared for that eventuality, Ms. Melissa, and we are really hoping that we will be able to finish the printing on time. Actually, if we will be printing 67 million ballots, and if we will start tomorrow, I think and I am confident that we have a buffer period for eventualities.